Hello there. I'm Dr. Mark Moon. I know I've had many of you in class since just about everybody in the College of Business has taken BA 332 at one point or another, so I'm sure many of you know me. But in addition to being a marketing professor, I also have the good fortune of being the department head of the Department of Marketing and Logistics. And in that role, I would like to welcome you to the series of videos to help you work your way through various career options that are available to you as you work your way through the University of Tennessee as a marketing or a logistics major. I know that many of you are majoring in marketing, maybe with a collateral in logistics. Maybe you're majoring in logistics with a collateral in marketing. Maybe you're dual concentrators. But at any rate, we've put together this series of videos to help you come to some good decisions and make some good plans for how you're going to be working through your career choices as you work your way through UT. A couple of things I want to emphasize. This series of videos is designed to address some of your questions in the area of career counseling. This is not academic counseling. The academic counseling that you receive so admirably today, you will continue to receive from the folks in the undergraduate programs office in the Haslam building. I also want to encourage you to work closely with the folks at Career Services, because that's their job to help you in your career choices as you finish up your days at UT. So thank you for coming to our series of videos, and I hope you continue to use us on the faculty to help you answer all of your questions.
Hello, I'm Terry Esper, Associate Professor of Logistics here in the Department of M&L. You know, we're often asked why we have a joint department. Why is it that marketing and logistics are a part of the same departmental unit within the College of Business? Although there's a really interesting story behind our departmental structure, the reality is that we here at UT view marketing and logistics as two very, very interdependent disciplines. Therefore, we thought it was necessary to perhaps talk a little bit about the interdependence between marketing and logistics, because this interdependence will actually have a significant impact on your future careers. At UT, we have adopted a strategic perspective that we call demand and supply integration, or DSI. In essence, DSI is all about ensuring that the demand creation side of the business, or marketing and sales, is effectively and heavily integrated with the supply side of the corporation, which is logistics, supply chain management, and operations. And actually, many leading organizations have found that the ability to engage in demand and supply integration is a source of strategic competitive advantage for them. So, as you're going out into the marketplace, you may very well be faced with firms that are engaging in demand and supply integration activities. And therefore, we find that it's necessary to infuse DSI throughout our curriculum, throughout the ways and means that we teach classes here at UT, and expose you to DSI to prepare you for the workforce. The reality is that if you're a marketing major, for example, your ability to effectively fulfill the promises that you make through marketing will depend heavily on logistics, because logistics will be responsible for ensuring that product, for example, gets out to the customer that you have marketed to. Likewise, if you're a logistics major, there would be no logistics to manage if there were no demand for the products that you are actually going to be managing through your logistics activities. And that demand comes from marketing. So you see, marketing and logistics are very interrelated and very interdependent. You know, there are several universities across the country that have joint marketing and logistics departments, just as we do here at UT. But I'm proud to say that University of Tennessee is the only university that has actually focused on the effective integration of marketing and logistics and has adopted demand and supply integration as a strategic framework that essentially serves as an overarching strategy as to how we view marketing and logistics here at UT. So, you know, you may have seen this through, for example, your classes, BA 331, BA 332. You may have heard, for example, of a process called sales and operations planning, which is an example of demand and supply integration. So we're trying at UT to expose you to demand and supply integration if you're marketing and logistics majors, because we find that going into the workforce as a logistician, for example, without an appreciation for marketing has its shortcomings. Likewise, going into the workforce as a marketer, as a salesperson, with a degree in marketing, without at least an appreciation for logistics and supply chain management, actually has its shortcomings as well. Therefore, we think that your education here at UT is actually very noteworthy, because you are being exposed to DSI, this viewpoint, this strategic perspective that actually allows you to understand that these two disciplines are not actually just two different disciplines that happen to be in the same department, but that these two disciplines are actually very interrelated, and it is the interrelation of these two that's serving as a source of competitive advantage for many contemporary firms. Thank you.
Now I'd like to introduce you to Mark Collins. Mark Collins is a distinguished lecturer in our department, and Mark will be talking to you about a couple of different things. One thing that he will talk to you about are the career opportunities that are available to marketing majors here at the University of Tennessee. He will also be talking with you about a student organization for which he is the faculty advisor, which is the AMA, which stands for the American Marketing Association. The AMA is an excellent way for you to gain experience in marketing, to network with local marketing professionals, and to potentially gain leadership experience. So now I'll turn it over to Mark Collins.
Thanks, Dr. Moon. Hi, everyone. My name is Mark Collins. I'm a distinguished lecturer of marketing here at the Department of Marketing Logistics, University of Tennessee. Glad to have you with us for this video. I'm going to talk about three things overall for you. One is some national numbers about careers in marketing. Secondly, some recent numbers about UT marketing graduates. And then lastly, about a dozen or so different paths you can take in your marketing career. It's definitely an exciting time to be in marketing. As you'll see in a second, it's a growth opportunity in terms of jobs. The future is very promising right now for marketing graduates, and it looks like we're going to have a lot more jobs as we move into the future and out of this most recent recession. Okay, first some national numbers from 2006. Overall, in the broad marketing job category, there were about 583,000 jobs in marketing. That is projected in the next 10 years after 2006 to rise to 651,000 jobs just in marketing and marketing-related jobs. So again, 12% growth, a really good time to be in marketing. Out of those 583 jobs, the majority of those were directly in marketing and marketing and sales force management. That was about 486,000 of the 583,000 jobs. So fully 80% or more are directly in marketing or sales. After that, 47,000 jobs were in advertising and promotion jobs, whether that was actually creative advertising or account supervisors, account representatives within advertising. The median annual earnings for 2009 for marketing jobs also were very promising. Overall, marketing managers, again, the average, the median annual earnings, $98,000, just over that. For advertising and promotion managers, $73,000. For sales managers, about $91,000. And public relation managers, about $82,000 a year. And again, these are for folks who are already working in marketing and have been for several years. This is the median salary. The point being that it'll give you some idea of what the overall numbers of salary in a marketing career will look like for you. Some more local numbers shows the Atlanta area being one of the large, obviously, southeastern business capitals that we have. Overall salary, the 25th percentile was $70,000, so the lowest 25% were making on average $70,000. The median was $85,000 for marketing jobs in Atlanta, and the 75th percentile was $97,500, so just under $100,000. Obviously, these are good numbers, and again, they're growing as time goes on. Total compensation, so this is including bonuses, not health benefits, but just bonuses and incentive packages. 25th percentile, $75,000. The median was about $94,000. And then the 75th percentile was $115,000. And again, these are median numbers for everybody in marketing jobs in Atlanta. But again, it gives you an idea of the range of numbers we're looking at for marketing careers. It can be a very lucrative career. If you're willing to especially relocate, if you're willing to go to cities that you may not have been to before, let alone lived in, and work for larger firms, you can make a very good living as a marketing manager. Some more local numbers here at UT. In 2009, through the Career Office, Hire of All had actually 199 marketing students who registered with Hire of All, and that was for the year. In the most recent semester, we had 133 marketing graduates. Of those, 53% had jobs at graduation or shortly after graduation. 3% actually left the job market. A lot of times that can be actually being married and choosing not to work after that. Another 3% went on to graduate school. So adding those numbers up, there were 41% at the time of graduation who were still actively looking for jobs. And that 53% are actual marketing jobs. It's not that they had a job doing something locally here in Knoxville when they graduated. It's going and getting jobs that are actually using their college degree in marketing. 53% is a pretty good number considering how difficult the economy has been since the fall of 2008. So we're pleased with those numbers. And again, they'll only go up from here on as the economy continues to improve. For our graduates, I talked about the overall numbers of what those look like. But for our graduates in 2008-2009, the average starting salary, base salary for marketing graduates was $37,775. In 2007-2008, it was about $36,925. So right around $38,000 seems to be the average in the most recent years that we have data for. That's just the base salary. So incentive-based bonuses, health care, all the other things that make up a total compensation package are not included. That's just the base salary. And we are pleased with those numbers. And again, they continue to go up over time. Some of the companies that have hired marketing graduates recently, there's a long list, as you can see on this slide, but companies, not to leave any out, but AT&T, Dell, DeRoyal, Enterprise Rent-A-Car, the Federal Aviation Administration, Guess, Kellogg, Kimberly-Clark, Merrill Lynch, Macy's, Newell Rubbermaid, Norfolk Southern, Pepsi Bottling Company, the St. Lucie Mets baseball farm team, which is interesting, State Farm Insurance, Target, and even some folks stayed here and got jobs in marketing at the University of Tennessee itself, UPS, Walgreens. So a really good number of firms and good names of solid Fortune 500 companies. The titles that our marketing graduates had in most recent jobs. Not surprising, account manager, marketing coordinator, marketing manager being at the top of the list. Also account representative, account manager, market research analyst, sales executive, pricing analyst, pricing manager. So as you can see from the slide, a wide variety of jobs just based on the different position titles available for marketing graduates if you work with career services. And that's one of the keys that you're going to hear from Dr. Moon, from myself, and later on from career services themselves is the importance of establishing a relationship with career services early on while you're at UT as soon as you can, and keeping that relationship by visiting them and helping them. Showing up for interviews on time, properly prepared during your senior year. It's another situation where what you put into it will directly affect how much you get out of it. We all have to do our part, and that's part of your part as a graduating senior. The different career paths available is what you see on this next slide. And all of these are very common, not only possible, but very common career paths that our marketing graduates have coming out of UT.